Toya Design Co. presents real people, real stories, your inspiration. You're watching Raven Maiden.
So, welcome back to another episode of Raven Maiden.
Hey guys.
And today I'm very happy. Well, say hello again to
Raven Maiden.
to Dyann Scarlett. Dyann is, I would like to say, a tastemaker, a stylist, and my original and very first Raven Maiden. And we're excited to have you back with us today.
Thank you.
To catch up and tell us what's new and improved.
Definitely.
So, what's new?
Gonna start. I don't know. Life has been a roller coaster for me, so I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me, and let's just get into it.
All right.
I'm ready.
So since Raven Maiden has launched, we have had several guests doing amazing things, and please share with us how you were able to bring your passion for fashion into your human resources career at Estee Lauder.
Yeah. So I have been in human resources for the last 13 years. I started in advertising 11 years. My first job, I was 19 when I started.
Wow.
And I just kind of like climbed the ladder. I started as a temp, and then I just kind of went from a temp to admin to assistant to manager. So everything just kind of like fell into place. But I was lucky to work in a creative environment where I was able to work with a brand. So for 11 years, I worked with CoverGirl, and I worked with Pantene Poli, and I was able to kind of scout talent and, kind of be in the forefront of just the whole creative aspect of HR. When people hear human resources, they hear, oh, you're going to get fired. Terminator. You turn people, and there's so much more to that because you're actually scouting talent.
Right.
Which can be, kind of merged with your day-to-day function. So I feel like I'm always scouting. I'm always looking for good talent. I'm always looking for what's in. I'm always forecasting what's happening. And, talent is important because they bring the artwork. They bring the creative juices. So,
right.
So I've been very lucky in my career, I will say, to kind of be able to merge the two. I worked at Gray Advertising for 11 years, and then I transitioned to Estee Lauder, where I've been there for 4 years, and just kind of just being involved. Estee Lauder is such a huge, multi-billion-dollar company.
Right.
And when I started there, it was easy for me. Being that I had history in advertising, and now I support a lot of the brands. And it's just been easy to kind of merge the two, right? So I'm thankful that I have to work in an apartment where everything is just so rigid
and boring.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm able to kind of be myself in my career, whether it's with dressing or whether it's with my approach, or it's just been a good ride in my career. So I'm very happy about that. I'm very proud too.
And I'm happy you said good vibe, because you always seem to be a good vibe type of girl.
Well, thank you. I try to be.
So how important do you think it is for people to have a good attitude on a day-to-day basis?
I think it's so critical. Listen, I'm not perfect, and I have good days and I have bad days, but my overall goal every day is to wake up and be in a good mood, right? Or wake up to be nice to people, or make people laugh, or say good morning, say good afternoon. It's just my character.
Yeah.
It's not forced,
right?
I just feel like when you approach everything with a good attitude, you receive that good energy.
Right.
So my goal every day is just to be happy and just not be miserable and not be cranky or agitated, but just have good energy. And I always kind of try to push that. So whether it's on social media, with me on Snap, or if I'm on Instagram talking crap, or if I'm on Facebook with my posts.
You guys need to follow Dee's Snapchat, because it's hilarious.
I just feel like that's just me, So it's just effortless. I just feel like that I was raised that way. My mom is the same way.
Yes.
So it just comes natural.
How do you counter negativity? Do you think the positive attitude helps you to deal with people who are not, let's say, as positive as you may be on a regular basis?
Definitely. I feel like I deal with a lot of negativity. I don't consider myself to be a social media celebrity, but I feel like I know a lot of people, right?
Girl, know all of Brooklyn, the whole tri-state area.
Right? So you kind of have to take the good with the bad, right? So you
Right.
have to be able to, people will have good things to say. You have the good comments and you have the bad comments. You have people that want to put you on blogs. You have people who congratulate you or feel like you're going too hard and stuff like that. But you just have to take the good with the bad. You have to kind of like dust it off and just like it's water under the bridge, and just understand that it comes with the territory. Like if I'm putting my business out there,
right.
if I'm like posting about what's happening in my life, I have to be able to receive the negativity as well. But it's how you react to it just showcases who you are. So I'm good.
Dee's very classy.
I try to be.
You had me cracking up the other day on Facebook.
What I do?
I think it was you were commenting about. I think it was like somebody, like just people in general, because I feel like a lot of people on Facebook tend to use Facebook as their diary. Facebook is not your diary, and like they will like sit there and like it's just like a vomit of mess, and she's just like, I'm over it. Can you please stop doing it?
Well, that's true. But I would say that sometimes I do go in sometimes on Facebook, like because it's a platform to share stories.
Right,
so
right. And I like that you said that.
Exactly. So sometimes you have people who all walks of life, different cultures, different races. And maybe my story one day would just, I don't know, touch somebody. Right? Or maybe I'm having a bad day and somebody needs to laugh on behalf of me. Or, so I sometimes could be like, blah, 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 this is what happens. But at the same time, some people really be going in.
It was about friendships.
It
was like people talking about their friendships and like putting those people that I guess they had a rift.
Oh, yeah, I
can get into that.
I feel like exposing everything. Right. I feel like if you and a person is a friend and y'all fall out, this is like the new trend now. Yeah. They fall out and all of a sudden it's like, yeah, you used to borrow my clothes, and you used to date my man. Remember that time I lent you $200?
It's too messy,
This is messy as hell.
Yeah.
Because if you and that person is friends, well, really you think about it, they really wasn't friends. Because if you are a true friend, you guys fall out, I'm not putting
it's quiet. Yeah.
You won't even know.
Yeah.
I mean, you fall out. Because I've had friends who I fell out with, and people don't even know. They're like, oh yeah, no, we just no.
We don't talk.
We just don't talk, and that's it, right?
Yeah.
So I think there's a way. Like for me, I feel like people always give social media a bad rap, but you really have to approach it as a platform for certain things, right? Whether you want to promote something or talk about your lifestyle or your business, but you control what you post, right? You're in control.
It's your responsibility.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I see it, girl.
So over the years, I've had the pleasure to get to know you and your beautiful family. Not so long ago, your mother suffered from a stroke.
Yep.
How did that change your perspective on life?
Where do I start with that? It's been tough. My mom had a stroke 2 years ago on Thanksgiving morning. I know, which used to be my favorite holiday, but now I'm just like, just
you think about that?
Yeah, all the time. It's changed my life forever. My mom is my best friend.
I know
that. Just to go from one extreme to the next, to have somebody that was, so vibrant and so independent, and just kind of like do her own thing, just, kind of just slow down a little bit, right? And it was so impactful to me, to my family. We just never expected it.
Right.
You never kind of expected things to happen. You just live your life daily, going to work, doing this, doing that, and then something just hits you and it's like, boom, your life just changes forever.
Yeah.
Right? You go from just being this one person to the next, and, just having to deal with, just seeing somebody who you are so in love with struggle for just basic things.
Yeah.
In the beginning.
The things we take for granted, like, I can take a shower by myself and now you can't.
Exactly. My mom had a blood clot that just spread to her, her brain. That's what caused the stroke.
Okay.
And, just in the beginning, she wasn't able to walk, she couldn't talk, she couldn't drink water, things that we take for granted.
Wow.
Right? And just to kind of see her go through that struggle and to go through the therapy, it just changed my life. Like things that we at times stress about is not important.
Not important, yeah.
Money is not important, clothes is not important, men is not, well, I wouldn't say men, all men are important, but, things like that we just kind of stress ourselves over means absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Right? And, I just kind of got put into this world that I got a year of just depression over it. I was angry. I was
why is this happening to her?
Right.
Yeah.
I was like, I was asking God, like, what did I do wrong? What did mom do wrong? She's such a great person. Why her? Why our family?
Yeah.
I just was so confused for a while because I just didn't understand why this had to happen to her or happen to my family. For a year I was angry at God. Yeah. I'm very, Christian. I'm, very religious, and I was just upset.
Yeah.
And then now, you know, just to kind of see where she's coming from to where she is now, it's just like you can never question why not. So you just have to kind of just go the direction that God has given you. Deal with the cards that He's given you. You know, I dealt with resentment. You know, I lost people who I thought that was going to be there for me. You know, and you kind of get put in this box of just, you know, dealing with somewhat of a depression state of just your reality, right? Like now I'm a caregiver now. You know, I can't get up and do what I want to do like before. Like I always have to have a plan in place for my mom. You know, back then I was like, I want to go vacation. Sure. Yeah. Now I'm like, I need to get somebody here. Somebody has to be, you know. So, and being a caregiver is tough. Yeah. Right? Your life is changed forever. You can't do what you want to do anymore. You know, and it's been a really, really, really hard struggle for me. But at the end of the day, I'm thankful because she's here. You know, she's so much better. She's walking, she's doing everything independently, and it's just gonna take time, and I'm just here for it. You know, it could be so much worse, and I'm just thankful. I have a great family, a great support system, and you know, I'm just pushing through.
I'm happy for you because that's like, I think when we go through things like that, you have a choice. You can, and I think you just went through the motions of what that experience has handed you, but you were still able to find, you know, the silver lining in everything. Yeah, you have to, and you kind of like you ask yourself like, why me? And it's like, why not me? I'm not better than anybody else. Right. It's gonna happen to anybody. God just chose me to happen, and at the end of the day, He allowed my mom to survive. Yeah, you know, so. Like I said, I'm so thankful. You know, I'm so blessed that she's here, and it's been a learning lesson for me as well. Right. Like I found my strength in everything that happened, and you know, I'm just pushing forward. Definitely. Hey. So, on a lighter note, love you, Mom Colette, because she's the best. You have hosted several parties and fashion shows, like my fave, Fashion Playhouse. Oh, I know, that's actually my favorite party. Yes, people still talk about that. Fashion Playhouse is a movie. Like, shout out to Evan. Fashion Playhouse. So, then in December, you hosted the 2016 Fashion Ball. Yep. So tell us more about this event and what we should expect in this year. So Fashion Ball was interesting. So, you know, I was going through this tough time, just finding out my mom, you know, had a stroke. My sister was going through health issues. My grandmother was sick. So I just wanted to have something. Yeah. I wanted to direct my energy somewhere. You know, I was in this kind of rabbit hole of just sadness. And I was like, I just want to just do something. Like, I want to just host something because that's what I'm good at. Like, I love things like that, whether it's a brunch or a party, day party. So I was like, let me just keep a fashion ball, right? And people were like, oh my God, yes, finally, you know, finally keep something. It's about time. So that event was just all fun. Yeah. There was nothing behind it. It was just more about let's all get dressed up. Yeah. Have a good time. Listen to some music. Yeah. And just let me just dance on that. And that's exactly what it was. Good vibes only. Good vibes only. So future-wise, I'm not sure what I want to do. I mean, I'm thinking maybe I should just, you know, I'm kind of getting more into the mix of like day parties, you know, day drinking. You can just have a party, go home and sleep, and then go to work the next day. That. So, I don't know. We'll see what the future holds. We'll see. Okay. Yeah. Any more fashion shows, I hope? Maybe. We'll see. Maybe like a cocktail hour or something like that. Something, I love things like that. I just have especially up and coming designers. Exactly. Yeah. I just have not had the bandwidth to do anything yet. Because it's been so busy in my life. And just trying to find time. Like, I'm just starting to get back on track of like enjoying things again. You know, because for 2 years I just was dealing with so much sadness and bad news and sickness, and I was like flying here and flying there and hospitals and rehab centers. So literally I'm just starting to get back into the world of like laughing again and enjoying myself and going out and dressing up and just, you know, and that's another thing about my career. Like, it's been such a great outlet because it's like I get to dress up and go to work and just like face the world, and sometimes you just get a good distraction. Right. So like maybe we'll see. I'm actually really looking forward to what the future holds with that. Yeah. You know? So in our last interview, you said that fashion is your life. It is. So do you still feel that way? I mean, you know, when we first had that conversation, I was like very small-minded when it came to fashion. It was like clothes. Right. So much bigger than that. So much bigger than that. Fashion is your lifestyle. Fashion is your decor in your home. Fashion is your approach with things. It's just such a bigger
outlook
than just what you're wearing.
Exactly. Like to me, I feel like clothes is just a small portion of fashion, right? It's your attitude towards clothes or your attitude towards people. It's how you present yourself, how you carry yourself, how you pick things out, your color schemes. It's so much more.
It's a presentation.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
To me, I feel like the world is my runway, right? And it's not even just like clothes wise.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about like everything.
Yeah.
Like my home, the way I do my nails, or my hair is like a signature. Everybody knows me for the blonde hair.
Yeah,
I just feel like back then it was more about just put on some clothes and that's fashion. It's just so much more than that.
Yeah. I like the way that you described that. Is almost like you had a evolution.
Oh, definitely.
Of the definition of fashion for yourself.
Yeah, of course.
And, I think that's part of maturing.
Yeah, I'm old now, girl. Lies.
So you have styled celebrities like Tristan Mack Wiles, all the way down to everyday people who want to look good and feel good. What else do you think you would like to do in the fashion industry that has not been done already?
Has not been done. Good question. I think with me, I love giving back. I love charity work. I love giving to people who is less fortunate. My goal, I would love to just do like a massive charity, whether here or in Jamaica or into like rural countries. Just giving back because I love doing stuff like that. I used to do it so much, and I just haven't had a chance to do any of those things like I used to, but just traveling and just like giving back. I don't even know how to define that, but whether it's like clothes or shoes or book bags or to sponsor somebody a spa day, nails or stuff like that. Things like that. I just want to just give back. Some way and somewhere, and I would love to do things like that.
Well, I know some people would love to get some fashion tips. Give some of that, or like a makeover,
Definitely, I love it. I think that's like so important because, like I said, it was unfortunate what happened to my mom, But I feel like prior to that, I was kind of like living in this tunnel of just doing whatever I want to do. Right. Like no regard. Well, I wouldn't say no regard. Just kind of like just living my life just however I wanted to live my life. Right. And I think
it was like deep first.
And it was like when my mom got sick, it was just like, hold on. Pause.
Pump your brakes.
Pump your brakes, right? Learn to kind of like pay attention to things around you, slow down, and just kind of like appreciate things more. And it's unfortunate that something so drastic had to happen for me to kind of see things differently, to see people differently. So things that I used to care about, it just means absolutely nothing to me
now.
No, material things and having it just nothing. So if I can give back in any way, that would be my goal.
I think it's funny that you like just put in perspective that all those things that we used to like when we lived together. She was my roommate. I had the pleasure of living with her. She's the only person I would live with all over again. If I didn't have kids, because she's the best roommate ever.
Oh my God, we had such a good time.
But I remember those times because D was in every party.
Y'all know.
It was like an agenda. It was like Busta Pasa.
Oh my God, I don't know how I did it.
DJ Sean.
That was me. Sunday to Sunday. I would go out Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Get up and go to work. Remember, Toya? And I would come home, knock out, sleep for like a couple hours, get up and do it again. And Toya used to
I should be like,
how you do it?
I don't know how you do that.
I don't know, girl. And just doing me.
But I'm glad that you were able to do that because there's a lot of people who don't get to just do whatever they want. There's some people who never get to do that. And then they just have a midlife crisis and like start wilding out. So I definitely want to touch and talk about Embellish Style. Embellish Style was supposed to be an online platform that allowed everyday people to experience and have access to refreshing designers and their work. Where does that concept stand today, and do you think it is still needed?
I think, Embellish Style, it was such a great platform for us because we wanted to style. That was our thing. We wanted to dress people, and that was our goal. But I feel like the shift has happened so much with social media,
Everybody's stylists.
Oh my goodness, we have apps, we have hashtags, we have people that come to your door with one click of a, tap of anything, and just became oversaturated.
Yeah.
Everybody was a stylist, everybody was a designer, what was the definition of styling, like, I just wanted to dress people.
Yeah.
That was like my goal, everyday people.
Right.
It wasn't even primarily like celebrity.
Had to be a celebrity,
I just wanted to be able to just assist some people who felt like they didn't really have the approach on what to wear. Like, that was my goal, was day-to-day people. But I think social media just makes it so much easier for people, right? I was reading this article, and they were like, stylist is like non-existent
anymore,
because it's so easy. If you want to, what should I wear to this concert? Oh, let me hashtag something, concert wear, hashtag, you have ideas right there.
Yeah.
Or you have apps that dresses you, right?
Yeah.
You put your picture in there, they put outfits together for you. It just became, I want to say non-existent because there's pretty much a lot of stylists out in the field, but the need for it just became really oversaturated.
Yeah, so you don't think there's really a big need for it right now?
I mean, in my world, no,
Yeah.
because my goal was always to kind of dress day-to-day people. That was always my target.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
The everyday person.
Everyday person.
Yeah, and the question also becomes, even when we talk about that, like, does the everyday person want to invest in? And I guess, because they subscribe to these boxes that ship them outfits every month and stuff like that.
Look, and everything has changed. Before, we were pulling clothes from all these designers, and they're like, I just want a tee and a pair of jeans. Like, I don't need all of this. With some accessories and a good watch, right? So we were like, oh, okay.
Like,
so you don't want all of this.
You don't want the leather jacket.
Yeah, we just want like a little bit of highlighter, and we were like, okay.
But thinking about that, like me, I always wanted to. I think you inspired me to like push my own sense of fashion, like living with you, because you were the first person I met. Like everything was so methodical. like you're like, okay, this belt, and I said,
funny story. We used to be roommates, as everybody knows.
Yes.
And so we had to like interview. Right, because we had another friend, whatever.
Yeah. The crazy
and I
one.
came with like this big puffy, remember the big
Yes, she came in there like Shaka Khan,
hey girl.
and I was like, hey.
And I was like,
I draw things.
So you gotta pay more because you got the bigger room, boo. And you were like, okay. And then later on, you were like, girl, I had like this big old center part. That's not anything. This is pre-short hair, girl. Center part it was like huge.
It was huge.
It was like one wavy, and I was like, yeah, this is the room. So you gotta pay a little more because you got the big room and you got a bathroom in there, so you gotta pay more. Remember?
Yeah, I remember. But I was okay with it.
Yeah. And Toya was just growing her dreads, and I used to be like, Toya, let's wear this with that. So yeah, I kind of see where you were going.
Yeah, she was like, it was good experience for me because I think people want. Even when I go shopping with some of my friends is like, I have a friend, I'm not going to say no name, but like she'll shop right off the mannequin because she may not like be able to conceptualize something. But like, that's what I learned from you is that like, I think I pushed myself to wear things that most people wouldn't even think would go together.
Yep,
and I got that from you.
Yeah,
so,
that's what
I think people will pay for something like that because at the end of the day, you want to feel good about yourself.
Yeah, I mean, and don't get me wrong, I still dress people. Like, I have people that reach out to me daily.
Wow.
They send me pictures. What should I do? What should I wear? Should I put this lip color with that shoes? But it's not really anything. Like, I don't have like a space. It's more about like my girlfriends. I have coworkers that reach out to me daily.
Like the one that you had to go and
what?
You cracked me up on Snapchat. She was like, yeah, this lipstick, my coworker keeps asking me.
Oh, God.
She had to go down and go and buy her the lipstick and put it on her desk.
I'm like, here, girl, stop asking for it. Here it is. But I like stuff like that. Like, I poke fun at it, but it's cool, you know?
So, you're a single and independent woman. So, out here chasing the bag. So, are you too busy for Mr. Right?
Oh, Mr. Right. I can't with him.
Wait, Mr. Right.
He drives me crazy. Oh my God. So first of all, we need to define what Mr. Right is, okay? I mean, look, people just think I just never had a man.
Right.
This is what I get all the time. I'm always single. They never see me with a man. But
that's not true.
Thank you, Toya. Let them know. But right now I am single. I was in a relationship, but it ended. You know, let me just be, ladies, know your worth, okay? Don't settle for less. You know what you bring to the table. If they can't match you or do better, then you need to move on.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I think I'm overly independent because I feel like I was always raised to have my own.
Right.
Like that's always been my thing. It's either you have your own, you work hard, you do what you have to do, because you never want to put yourself in a position where if somebody takes something for you, then you have
messed
nothing,
up. Yeah.
right? Like I'm just so obsessed with just having my own. Like that's my thing.
Yeah.
So I don't think I'm too busy.
Yeah.
For Mr. Right. I just think that Mr. Right hasn't come my way yet.
Right.
And I'm okay with that for now. And I just right now until he brings his behind to me, I'm just gonna enjoy life.
Right.
Enjoy, my family and stuff like that. But I feel like God's timing is always the right timing.
Yeah.
So you just have to just wait on for the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Let me tell you, ladies, don't be out here desperate looking for Mr. Mr. Right will become Mr. Wrong so quick.
And I'm telling you, as women, the pressure of social media, the pressure of society, when you reach a certain age, you're supposed to have kids. When you reach a certain age, you're supposed to be married and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Because I get it all the time. You don't got no kids?
I'm like, no.
I got a disease or something. You don't got, you got no kids?
You're good.
Right? And I'm just like, yeah, we're kids, you know? But, it is what it is at the moment. Because we tend to stay in relationships because we just don't want to be single.
Right.
We want to be told that, at a certain age you have to be married or you have to be in a relationship. But no, that's not the way. That's not society. Who built that rule book?
I don't know. Some man.
Right? Probably Mr. Right.
Mr. Wrong.
Mr. Wrong. So I think to me it's all about finding your happiness, knowing what you want, not settling for less.
Right.
Compromising, yes.
Yeah.
But not settling for what you think is not worth you being with.
Yeah.
Right? Don't be in a relationship. Don't stay in a relationship because you feel like you need
especially something that's not producing anything.
Exactly.
That's my thing for 2017. If it don't produce, I don't want no parts of it.
That's right.
That's all.
That's right.
So, do you think managing a relationship in a career would work at this point in your life? If you, let's say he did come along.
Yeah. I mean, for me right now, my life is so busy.
Yeah.
With work. I take care of my mom.
Yeah.
And just like the day to day. But I feel like once you find somebody that you're compatible with and that understands your situation, it shouldn't be hard.
It wouldn't be an issue. Yeah.
Y'all
just work
fall into place. It should make it easy. He should understand where you're coming from. And I think you should just be effortless when it comes to stuff like that, because you guys both have a line of communication. You understand what I'm going through, and it should just fall into place. Yeah. Right? I think being in a relationship is beautiful. It's a great feeling when you're in love and you have that companionship. So I think that's like a minor question. Like when you say, how do you balance kids and relationships and marriage?
I hate when people say that.
Like,
and I probably shouldn't even ask that question because I do that on the regular.
What am I gonna say? Homegirl balance 2 kids, so you just do that, right? It's that.
And I got a series.
So I think it's just balance and figuring out what's priority and making time, and
it's possible.
It's definitely possible. People do it all the time.
We the Renaissance woman,
Hello.
So, what advice would you give anyone who would like to be a stylist or work in the fashion industry?
Oh, be thick-skinned. Hello. Be persistent. Be okay with advocating for your career.
Right.
Be okay with speaking up. And be okay with taking losses, right? Yeah. When I worked in advertising for 12 years, after I left, I didn't know what to do.
Right.
I was so confused. I was so comfortable. I was just like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to stop. I didn't even know how to interview because I was so
there for so long. Yeah.
And I didn't know what to do. We all were kind of put in a position where we all had to leave the company, and I was saying to myself like, okay, where do I go now? So you have to kind of be able to be okay with change, right? Be adaptable to change. Also be able to kind of step out of your comfort zone and take a risk. After I left advertising, I went into nonprofit for 6 months, and that
you didn't like it.
Didn't like it.
Yeah.
But I was able to kind of see why the
how it operates.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I was like, nonprofit was like this thing where it was like trending. It was like, get into nonprofit, get into nonprofit. And I did it for 6 months. Didn't like it. It was just not my thing. It was, but at least I got a chance to experience it. You have to try to do different things, right? And you know, just advocate for your career. That's always my biggest thing. Don't be afraid to talk up. Don't be afraid to, you know, feel like you're deserving of a certain level of respect in the workforce.
I think for women too, that is a big issue with us. Like
right.
we don't feel like we could be too assertive. It's like we feel like someone is doing us a favor. It's like no, I'm doing you a favor.
No. You know, when you have like meetings and you're like afraid to talk or you're afraid to speak up. Like no, you have to kind of like be assertive.
Yeah,
right?
bring, as Solange says, a seat at the table.
Exactly.
So take the seat at the table and then bring your ideas to the table.
I had a mentor at one time. Well, he's still my mentor, but he's moved to Spain now. You know, he's popping.
Oh, excuse me.
I'm telling you, girl. So he always said something to me that always sticks with me. He was like, the moment that you feel controlled in your career is when you're basically in control of your career, right? When you can make your own decisions and you can push back when you want to push back is when you feel valid and you feel, exactly. Yeah. So I feel like the biggest thing is you have to advocate for yourself. You have to push for yourself. Don't wait on anybody. Just go for it. If you mess up, try it again. If you know, I didn't even know how to do my resume when I left.
And you in HR.
And I'm in HR. And I'm just like, where do I put it, right? Like, I was going to all these interviews. I was like putting my hair in a slick back. So I was like, I don't want them to judge me because I have blonde hair. And I was just like, this is not me.
Overthinking,
right? And you just kind of go in there with confidence, right? And you talk about yourself and you advocate for yourself. So I think that's most important.
I'm happy you said that.
That's what it is.
And also, I think to add to that, make options for yourself.
Yeah.
And don't like, you know, especially I think sometimes when you work somewhere for a very long time, you're like used to that situation and you might get complacent.
Yes.
Versus like, you know, when you're, for me, like, even though I've been at this place for a long time, I'm doing this thing on the side.
Yeah.
Like, I think I've always been that way where it's like, I just like having a lot of things going on because, you know, we're creative, we get bored.
Yeah, and you know, you have this new, like, millennial mindset.
Yes. They say the millennial that's, like, how they think anyway.
Oh,
like,
please.
Like,
when people come in, I'm like, look at their resume, I'm like, so you only worked at your company for 1 year? They're like, yeah. I'm like, okay.
It's normal.
It's like normal now. Like, longevity is unheard of. Like, people staying here for companies for 10, 12 years, it's like,
those days are over.
Completely over. It's like 2 years, on to the next.
Yeah.
Another 2 years, like, just this whole millennial thing. Like, they do not stay in companies for a long time. And now that I'm kind of like in the weeds and I kind of see it, I get it. You know, like people feel like if you stay somewhere for a long time, it shows like loyalty. And it shows like,
but these companies ain't loyal.
Like, on to the next.
Yeah,
right?
So, I think the millennials are onto something.
They out, girl.
They loyal to themselves.
They like, listen, 2 years.
That's all you're gonna get by.
I'm out.
So, one of my favorite designers, Donna Karan, once said that people should delete the negative, accentuate the positive. So what would be the one mantra that frames your life?
Oh, this too shall pass. Definitely, this too shall pass. That's like my thing. Like, I feel like everything that you go through in life is stages.
Right.
It's levels to it. It's, you know, one door opens, another door closes. When you feel like things are at your pits,
right,
it could just be like a setup for greatness.
Right.
So nothing stays as it is.
Right.
Everything passes through stages because I've been at the highest as high. Everything is going well. I have, you know, everything in control, in my control, what I think is my mental control. I have my place, I have my car, I have my career, I have my family, I have everything. And you can just lose it. Just like that. Then it's like another year, everything kind of, you feel like you're at your low, and you go back up. So everything goes through stages, and I feel like my favorite phrase is "this too shall pass."
Yeah. Okay. This too shall
we're
pass. Passing this too.
Right.
I always like how you put together the most affordable garments, and to the extent that they look high end.
Yeah.
So, but I know the primary motivation for you is to look good and feel good. So, tell our viewers, how do you do that?
How do I look good?
How do you take the thing that it's not Yves Laurent or anything like that, but you make it look high end.
Well,
and it's not really about you trying to look like you're the wealthiest person, but just about making yourself feel good. So what do you think people should ask themselves when they're standing in their closet every day and they're looking in there?
I think the biggest thing is to know your body type. I think you need to know what you like and stick with it. Don't follow trends. Trends do not last.
That's a whack.
You know, I was never ever driven by labels. You know, I love a good high-end piece, but it was never my driving force with anything that I wear. I can wear a Louboutin shoes with a pair of H&M jeans, or I can wear a full H&M outfit with a Chanel. You know, it was never my thing. Like, I love to mix them in. I love vintage stores. I love vintage shopping. I love to go into different stores and pull garments together. I just feel like the biggest thing is just not to follow trends and stick to what you like. Right? Don't follow what people think should be the right trend
or
at the
if there's
moment.
a look that you like.
Stick with it. You know, like, I know what I like. I know it looks good on me. You know, I'm not gonna follow a trend because I feel everybody's wearing it. Stick to what you like and just make it work for you.
Speaking
that's
of
the
trends,
biggest thing.
I hated the plaid trend. Remember the
What?
plaid?
I like plaid.
I know, but like I think I hated it because like it was like I think the sea of plaid. Like it was
like red and black everywhere.
Yeah, I was like, so we all cutting wood now? Like, what's going on?
Well, it's cute when you kind of like.
It's cute, and then everybody was doing the same thing. It was like the boo-boo shorts with the tie thing, and I was like,
got a couple of times.
I'm okay with you doing it because you do a lot of other things.
Oh my God.
But I'm talking about like, come on now.
No, I get it. Yeah.
So, what are some wardrobe essentials for you?
A good watch. I love watches. You know that. Lipstick. Well, I guess it's my wardrobe, not makeup.
Well, that could include kind of like, you know, what's in your bag. So what are the things for you that are like you must have or people should consider having in their wardrobe?
Lipstick is key. I walk around with so much lipstick in my bag, it's ridiculous. So it's like, oh, I want to do red. Okay, I'll do red. Let me wipe this off. Or I want to do like a nude, or you know. So I always have lipstick. I love my watches, shoes, a good pair of heels always, a jacket. I could buy jackets every day. I am a jacket lover. Anybody that knows me knows I do not like summer solely because I can't wear jackets. And like my entire wardrobe is like bombers, you know, coats,
moto jackets.
Oh God, I just love jackets. It's like my biggest thing. Anytime I shop, my cart is like another jacket. Because I feel like once you have a statement jacket, it makes any outfit look good. Like that's like my thing. And like accessories, I love like bangles and rings and cute earrings. I think that's key. Once you have a statement piece, everything around it kind of just comes together. Like I love a nice white tee or a nice white blouse that you can dress up any kind of way. It's like it's like a canvas to you, right? So you have like a white blouse, you can put like a red lipstick, you can put on a pair of jeans, or you can wear a skirt with it, or you can wear, you know, whatever you want to do with it. So that's kind of like my go-tos all the time. Yeah.
So you impact people's lives through fashion. I know that you once had a client who was going through a divorce, and you counseled her through a makeover. So how do you think the relationship between clothes and self-esteem impacts one another?
Well, shout out to her first and foremost. Can I tell you, she's doing it. So I think self-esteem has a lot to do with fashion, right? So in a case like that, you know, my girlfriend was going through a really tough time. You know, she was going through a divorce, and she just felt very self-conscious. You know, she just wanted to kind of like out with the old and in with the new, right? Just going through a tough time with her divorce. And people don't understand that when you look good, you feel good. Like my thing is like I love to dress up. It's my absolute favorite thing to do. It's just to get up, put on my makeup, curl my hair, put on my outfits for work, and you just feel like a brand new person. I just love it, right? So when you have on something and you're dressing well, and you know you have on your shoes and you have your lipstick, it just makes you feel good. Your self-esteem goes up. You get, you know, people make you bring this energy with you when you feel dressed up. And with the case like that, it was just basically just like a revamp, right? It's like get rid of that divorce, what? Get rid of that, right?
So for me especially, I know when I like, you know, I feel like I'm looking like a joint outside. I'm like,
you feel good,
I hear in the background, every day we lit. You can tell me. That's literally. I be having my own things.
And my coworkers, they always say to me, why are you always so dressed up? I'm like, why not?
I know, I hate that.
Why are you mad? I gotta dress up every day. Like, it just does something to you.
Please stop asking me why you just. I get that a lot.
Oh my God.
At work too.
You don't gotta dress up for a man. You don't gotta dress for nobody.
I can't look good. Like,
Girl, I'm with you with that. I'm with you.
So if you were to mentor someone who wanted to get into fashion, what would be your number one piece of advice?
It's a good one. I think I would tell them just to stay true to themselves, right? Stay true to their authentic self, right? Because when you kind of get into that world, you tend to go the direction everybody is going,
right?
So you kind of have to
stick. Everything looks the same.
Everything looks the same. Everybody thinks the same. There's no innovation. Stick to yourself. Stick to what you believe in, and just continue to just stay true. Yeah, I would just say that. Don't be influenced by what everybody is doing.
Right.
Stay true to yourself.
Yeah. Make your own rules.
Exactly.
Yeah. Just go out there and mess it up.
When I go into at my job, when I go into meetings, people just can't even believe that I work in this corporate kind of world because I look so different from everybody else.
You stand out.
I don't look like everybody else.
And that's why you're a Raven
girl from Jamaica. And I'm at these corporate meetings. I'm like, what's up, right? So you kind of have to stay true.
You like wagwan
That's what the Jamaican accent already. So people love that. You gotta stay true to yourself. So I think that's the biggest advice I would have.
People love authenticity. Exactly. That's what it is.
Exactly.
And so shout out to you for always being authentic.
Thank you.
No, seriously,
stay true to yourself, ladies.
Yeah, it's a breath of fresh air with all these clones running around. I'm over it.
Me and you both.
So we're gonna wrap it up, but first let me just say thank you for joining us today.
This was fun.
And please share with our viewers how they can connect with you.
Oh, I have so much social media. You know that already? So on Instagram, I'm Broadway DD. Facebook, Dyann Scarlett, that's my full name. And on Snapchat, it's the same as Instagram, just Broadway DD.
Stay out her DMs, fellas.
Stay out my DMs. No, you can call my name. Joking.
And please follow us on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook, and Instagram, Toya Design Co. And don't forget to like and share this video with all your friends.
Thank you. Bye.